and gentlemen, tonight's opening contest is a mixed martial arts bout scheduled for 3 rounds in the Shamrock Fighting Championships flyweight division, and it's sponsored by Olathe Toyota. Introducing first on my right, fighting tonight out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist that stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 124.8 pounds. Fighting out of Topeka, Kansas, AJ Ramirez. And his opponent across the cage tonight, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. Official weight 124.6 pounds. Fighting out of Olathe, Kansas, Juan Reyes.
Touch of the gloves. They're nice stomping there, working that front kick.
Good thing about these light guys is they're just Energizer bunnies. They never stop.
Juan Reyes in the red tape. AJ Ramirez in the blue. Nice kick to the body there out of Reyes. Both of these guys pretty relaxed, though, for their first time out.
I was going to say that same thing. They're both looking very composed.
Heavy pressure here coming up against the cage out of Reyes. Big takedown there, though, for Ramirez, ending up on top.
Nice, nice. Way to get back to your feet.
Heavy body lock position here out of Reyes. We see Ramirez, though, here trying to work that position, almost trying to get that underhook here.
Yep, yep.
Oh, big whizzer throw.
But it's still equal, you know. No one's dominated nothing yet.
Both of these guys here trying to carry the weight here. As I said, Reyes now kind of leaning into him. That head position really means everything.
It helps a lot to put your opponent where you want them to be. What they need to be doing is throwing some more strikes here, you know. They're just kind of wrapping up right now. They need to start softening each other up.
Nice separation shot there out of Reyes. Reyes really working that front knee. Oh, yeah. Going upstairs, messing him up.
Good thing you had that hand up. Both still kind of feeling each other out, you know. Nothing too heavy, solid thrown yet.
Nice combinations there out of AJ Ramirez.
Nice straight. And he needs to use that straight more. He's got that range. He needs to use it.
Yeah, definitely Ramirez has the height and the reach here in this bout.
Very good. He's using a little bit there. I mean, that right straight down center. Ramirez starting to feel a bit more comfortable now, kind of throwing some more stuff.
Yeah, both of them seem to be, you know, just kind of settling into the fight here now as we're down to 10 seconds remaining here in the first round.
They're going.
Nice, looking for that takedown to try to steal the round.
Yep. Didn't get it, though. I don't know. I said Ramirez took that one. He kind of.
So kind of talk me through your thoughts on that.
You know, even in the beginning, halfway through that round, you know, Ramirez starts feeling a little saucy, throws some more stuff out there, lands a few straights, you know, a few right hooks there, you know. And, of course, at the end there, you know, you had his opponent trying to take him down, but he kind of stuffed that one. So we'll see how the start of this second round turns out.
Yeah, because you will always see people try to steal that as we take a look here at our instant replay, trying to steal with that takedown at the end if there's been a lot of time, you know, togetherness to it. So
yeah. No, that.
Nice combinations there out of AJ.
Our instant replay just talked back to us.
I thought I thought that was just voices in my head.
No,
that
was actually there,
Thank
yeah.
Goodness. I wasn't going to say
slowed
anything.
down audio there. Okay, that's
glad
fine.
you said something first. Might need a priest here for me.
We definitely may need a young priest and an old priest after hearing that. So if you are in the corner here of AJ Ramirez, what advice are you giving him?
Get going. Get busy. Beginning of this round, take it to him. You can already stuff his shots. We already know that. Keep it standing. Light him up. And over here, I tell him, hey, clinch up, dirty box, work for that takedown.
Yeah, he seems to have, like I said, he's working a lot on that front knee. If you take away the front foot, you lose the power in the shots, you lose the power in the punches.
Yep. There's just not a lot of zip, not a lot of power behind those, the kicks he's throwing there.
Nice shot there, though, out of Reyes. Ramirez here is doing a great job, though, of cutting off the cage.
Yeah.
That's so important. You don't want to chase your opponent around. You want to slide to the side and block him in.
Yeah, there's a huge difference from chasing them and cutting it off. You know, people don't understand that, but it's a big difference. One's offensive, one's defensive.
Ramirez with that overhook on the left arm of Reyes.
Yeah, they need to both be working some knees here. Knees to the body, knees to the thigh. Get them thinking about something different.
This fight really has been a lot of cage wrestling, though.
Yeah, it has. And it's, you know, it's better to have someone close and get hit by a power shot from a distance, so that's why they're kind of keeping it tight. But, I mean, over here, Ramirez, he should separate. He's been doing good at his distance, and he needs to stay that distance and catching him. Ramirez needs to drop those hips, separate. Yeah, Ramirez being so tall, he should be just lighting him up with those knees to the body.
Reyes on his heels now. Ramirez finds a home for that right hand. Nice knees there out of both of these guys.
There you drop those hips, get that leg out, that's what he's got to do. It's good, soften him up with some hammer fists there.
Yeah, Ramirez told me he did a lot of drilling and sparring for this one. He says that was what really helped him. He also formerly trained out in California with UFC middleweight champ Sean Strickland.
That's pretty awesome right there.
I wouldn't want Sean Strickland to punch me, but I wouldn't want you to punch me either, Bobby. I've seen your fights. Scary stuff.
Come on, I'm a nice guy. Come on now.
I ain't got to hate you to hit you. That's what we've always said in this game.
Always, you know it. There we go. We got some slugging going.
Oh, now we're getting here into the second round.
Ooh.
10 seconds left. Ramirez with a push kick away goes upstairs. So adversely this time, if you were in the corner here of Juan Reyes, what advice are you going to give him as we see Trey Ogden from the UFC stepping in there with him?
I'd have to tell him, you lost both rounds. You got to take him out. Get in there, take him out. Pressure, 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 you know. He's a longer guy, so you need to get inside anyway, so you might as well pressure him for the full round if needs be.
Adversely here, what advice would you give Ramirez now, being that he may be up 2 on the scorecards, depends upon how the judges see it, because you can never really take what the judges are going to do every time.
Sure. I'd tell him, get in there and do what you're doing. If you got your range and you guys are apart, use that distance, use that straight right, use that jab. If you guys are clinched up, land those long knees you got. Get them to that body, you know, then go up top.
Third and final round here. Touch of the gloves. Let's see how.
Good
Reyes catches the kick. But this has been Ramirez's MO for the entire fight. Keep him on the cage and make it dirty.
Yeah. He needs to do more with it, though. You know, you You clinch up with him, put him on the cage. You got to do some dirty boxing. You got to do some nasty stuff. You can't just hold on.
Big spinning back
there's
fist.
Something.
That found a home. Ramirez answering back now. Little duck under out of Reyes.
Yeah, Ramirez wanted some payback for that one.
And really, as you see the fighters here in the corner, the battle for underhooks is so important in this position.
Oh, it is.
Whenever we get that arm underneath, you then control the body.
Yes, yeah, it's such a confidence builder. It's just a stabilizer. You know, they can't drop on you, take you out, take your legs out. So it's just, you always want that underhook. It kind of determines who's dominant and who's not.
Good combinations there out of Ramirez. Again, A.J. Ramirez in the blue tape, Juan Reyes in the red. Jeremy Johnson along tonight with Vicious
There's
Bobby
me.
Volker live from Kansas City, Missouri.
I'm surprised Ramirez is wanting to stay kind of in tight and close. You know, he needs to separate with some shots and I think keep that distance. He's got that long reach.
Halfway through the third and final rounder. Nice knee to the body there out of Ramirez. Now Reyes going to try to lock up. Let's go with that single, though.
Yeah, Ramirez had a nice little shoulder shot. I always like doing those shoulder shots to the face.
That is the third time that Ramirez has went for that almost whizzer takedown there.
Yeah, as I said, he's got those long limbs. He's able to do those whizzers, and the guy just goes spinning around. Reyes just needs to do more. He needs to, turn.
He's got to move.
He's got to get out.
He's got to get his back off the cage, potentially come back to the center.
Yeah,
if you own the center of the cage, you own the fight.
Big chunk of it. It really is. But, I mean, the way he is using the cage is not good. So, yes, he should be more so center.
Down to 10 seconds remaining. And that will do it for our first fight of the evening here at Shamrock Fighting Championships 352, live from Ameristar Casino in Kansas City, Missouri. Jeremy Johnson along with Bobby Volker. This one goes the distance. We still have a lot of action to come here tonight. Don't forget about our main event as Jacob Aiken be taking on Drake Heightfield. And then our co-main event, we make the jump to kickboxing as Tyson Hicks takes on the sniper in Thomas Thatcher.
I'd say Ramirez kind of took all 3 rounds. They might be able to give one over to Reyes, but I think Ramirez has that one. We will find out real quick.
Absolutely. Here. Let's send this one up to the judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for tonight's official decision. All 3 judges at cage side have scored this contest 30-27 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, A.J. Ramirez.
Yeah, he did good for his first pro fight there, or fight. Was it a pro fight or? Yeah, Amy. His first Amy fight. He did great.
Yeah, absolutely. Making a statement there. A.J. Ramirez taking that first win. A beautiful fight there, going the distance, but we have more action to come, and we'll be right back right here at Shamrock Fighting Championship.